Hey, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining today's session on ensuring content safety with Azure OpenAI. Today's speaker, we have Bhargavi Chakravarti, who is a Microsoft MVP and a C Sharp Corner MVP, as well as a certified Microsoft trainer. And she is going to take us to the topic on this ensuring content safety. And before we get into the session, I just want to share that the session is going to be recorded and there is a certificate of participation to those who stay till the end. So make sure you stay till the end and climb that certificate. So that's pretty much from my side. The stage is sold to Bhagavi to get started.
Thank you, Suraj. Just a second, let me share my screen. Okay, hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, thanks for joining on a festive day and that too on a Saturday. And today we would be seeing about ensuring content safety with Azure OpenAI. What we would be discussing here is like how can we do the content safety with the help of the OpenAI? It can detect different kind of the content, and how can it prevent is something that what we would be seeing for today's session. So before I get into today's session, let me give a brief introduction of myself. I am CR Bhargavi, working as a senior software engineer for Ford, and I'm a Microsoft MVP and Microsoft certified trainer and a C Sharp Corner MVP. And I do write blogs and articles at C Sharp Corner, and that's where I was awarded as C Sharp Corner MVP. And I am a global speaker as well. Like I do speak in different kind of communities which are around, and this is my LinkedIn ID. Please feel free to get in touch with me. Yeah. The agenda for today's session would be like we would be seeing what is Azure content safety and what are the different types of products which are available for the content safety, and then um, we would also be seeing like Azure AI content safety capabilities and what are the I mean what's there before the content safety and how will it be useful for the content safety. I mean, what are the users that are there for the content safety, and how does Azure AI content safety pricing would be happening. I mean, what are the different charges which are available for the content safety is something that what we would be seeing for today. And apart from that, I would be taking up the demo and questions at the last. So, what does this Azure content safety, AI content safety is like? Uh, when we want to establish some secure AI integration, then we would be going with Azure AI content safety. What we would be doing here is like we would be using the Azure AI, which is like the Azure AI services which are there, right? So we would be using that, and we would be building up the solutions inside it, and we'll build a secure applications for that. And what it does is like it would be having the content moderation. It's like it would be used to filter out the different kind of the harmful content, or whether it can be generated by human or it can be generated by AI. It can be of anything. It is used for having the content moderation. And what it does is like it would be having a seamless workflow, which is the experience will be having through the what it does is like it would be integrating with the Azure OpenAI services and machine learning models which are built inside it, and with the help of that it would be having the integration being done, and we will be having the workflow being developed for us. So, what does this AI content safety products which are available are there like? It's used for image detection API, text detection API. So for image detection API, it is used for scanning the images for violence, self-harm, sexual content, or hate symbols which are there. And when you provide in the image, then that would be detecting and it would be giving you back the result of it. And when it's a text detection, what it does is like it would be having the violent languages which are available, and then hate speech. If you are giving some hate speech um, text, then that would be detecting and it would be classifying under that, and it would be giving you back the result based on that. Also, when you are harassing some messages, when you send some harassing messages, then that would be detected via the API which is available under the AI content safety, and from there, it would be having the product being available for us. Um, to put in a simple example to make you understand of how it works, when you see on Instagram or Facebook, you have the this content is being hidden by Instagram is something that what we would be seeing, right? So what does it happen there? It's something like we have the content safety being added to it, and from there it would try to understand that this is apart from the rules which are being defined, and it should not be going, and if these words comes, then it should be prohibited as something that what the Instagram might have given the training for, and it would be used for that. So that's the same thing we would be using under the Azure umbrella, and with that which is called as the A content safety, and we have these two things over here. I guess now it made sense of what does this content safety mean and how does it work. So with that, moving on to the next step, which is like when you want to start with, we have different kind of the things which are available here. Like you can moderate the text content or image content, or when the content is being generated by the model as such, and when you want to moderate that content, then that's available. And then when you have online activity being analyzed, then you have that option. And then when you want to build a custom solution, which is like you want to build in your own solution, then that's possible too. So these are the different kind of things which are available for the content safety, and from there we can get started with using the content safety. What does this unique capabilities which are available for the content safety is like? You have the content classification being done, like what we saw. It can be of either when you do content of sexual or hate or self-harm or violence, then we can detect that with the help of the A content safety. And you can also have the severity scoring being assigned for us. Like it can be of zero, which is like if the zero comes, then that means that it's safe. And if it's two, then that's a minimum A content safety which has been there. Like uh, it's a okay kind of. And if it's a four, it's a medium one. And if it's a high, then that means that that should be a avoided one, is something that what we would be seeing. So it ranges from 0 to 4 and 6. So if it's a zero, then that's a very good one. And if it's a two, okay. And then four is something like moderate one, and six is like a high one, and that should be avoided. So we have different kind of the languages being supported for it as well, like the English, German, French, and Spanish. So these are different kind of the languages which are being supported for it as well. So these are the unique capabilities which are available under the AI content safety. And the applications of AI content safety is like when you want to have the semantic understanding, like say in case when you want to have the natural language understanding being there, then you would be going to either it can be of language, large language model being generated, or multimodal data interruption which happens, or when you want the natural language understanding as well being happening. So you will be using these kind of the content safety, and from there we can go ahead and use the content safety for it. And when you have the computer vision, like when you want to add in the video and audio analysis, then you will still be using the a content safety. And then when you want the real time monitoring, like the example that what we saw right now, right? In Instagram, there might be different kind of uh, messages which would be popping in minute to minute, and that has to be handled. And when you want to handle that, you may require high, I mean, that involves huge amount of data, right? So and it requires high data set, or the storage also needs to be handled. To handle those kind of things, you will be using the a content safety. And then when you want to have the customization as well being done for you, then that's possible too um, with the help of the a content safety. And to just understand of how it was when it's before the A content safety. So when it was before the A content safety which came in, it was like we were using the rule based filtering system. What does this rule based filtering system mean is like when you add in different kind of rule, say in case like uh, harassment, and then or sexual or hate, these kind of rules are there, right? And when these rule has to be defined, say in case like you want this particular line of item alone has to be called on, and it would be defined as a separate rule. And that's something called as the rule based filtering systems. And what challenges we had in it is like it would be it would be giving you slow responsive time. And then it has inefficiency with scaling, like it cannot handle the growing contents which are available. So when the content grows on, or when the content keeps hitting you back to back, then it cannot handle to a particular, I mean, it can handle only to a particular limit and not beyond that. So that was something which was there at the earlier stage, and it was very hard to pick on. And there came in the content safety, like it can handle different kind of the sentence that what you give on based on the either it can be of um, AI generated or manually generated, or any different kind of the user that what they try to enter on, it would be putting a filter for it, and it would be trying to get the data out of it. So the applications of content safety would be like you have different kind of the applications being there. Like say in case when you want online to be in gaming platforms, then that's possible. Social media networks like Instagram or anything, then that's possible. And online marketplace like Amazon, or any kind of the market space that what you have on, then that's possible too. And enterprise communication like Teams or WebEx has to be integrated, then that's possible too. And e-learning environment, like when you want to learn something in some environment through online, and where you can add some comment, and the trainer can get some hertz out of it, then you can add in the content safety for it as well, and can protect the video out of it. So these are some things where we can add in the content safety over there. So regarding the pricing tier, it's like we have two different things. One is standard, second is web free. So what it happens is like we have different kind of features which are available, like either text or prompt shield. If your prompt is wrong, then that would be protecting the shield for it. And if your material detection has been wrong, or if your groundness detection itself is wrong, then those kind of things are possible with the help of the content safety free version, as well as with the standard version. And when you want, like it mainly goes with the help of uh, how much records that what you try to do. And if it's a kind of free, then you would be having text as 5000 limit. And when it's an image, it's again 5000 image per month. And when it's a when it's a standard, then you would be having per thousand records, and you can use anything that what you want to have. So like it's 62 rupees for us. And when you want to change in, then you can go ahead and change it over there and try to get that. So this is all about the theory part for now, and we would be seeing on how does the content safety work. Okay, for the content safety inside the Azure OpenAI to work, what we should be having is like, you should be having a Azure portal link, wherein when you have the Azure portal subscription being added, then you will be having the content safety and any kind of AI services which are being available, for which you have to opt on and get the I mean, you have to fill in the form for now, and they would be granting you the access. And from there, you can go ahead and use the AI content safety. So, for the first step, what we would be doing is like, you have to search on here after you got the Azure AI subscription. When you search on, me audible? Hello, okay. Hope it's audible. Can someone confirm? Okay. What we would be having is like, we would be having the AI content safety being added, and from there, we would be clicking on with the create. And when you click on create, you would have to give on with the resource group. And when you click on resource group, region, you have to provide and a name for it. And the pricing tier would be off free. I'm just creating it for now. And when we click on create, then the whole things which needs to get created on will get happen over there. and then we would be clicking on with create, and from there we can get the um, get the content safety being loaded over there. Once the content safety is being created, we would now have to go to the Azure AI services, and from there we can go ahead and use that as well. It's done. And now what I would be doing is like I would be using the Azure OpenAI service as well been added. Like I have already created a one because it takes a while for us to create. And I mean what we would have to do is like you have to search on with OpenAI over here, and you will get the Azure OpenAI being added. And when you want the Azure OpenAI being added, then you can go ahead and click on with that and create it with the same steps that what you have. So you would be doing that, and once you are done with that, you will be getting the resource which is of the same type. And when you click on that particular resource, it would be prompting you to go to the Azure OpenAI Studio. So once the Azure OpenAI Studio is getting opened, what we would have to do is like when you go on with when you go down, you have content filter option being loaded here. So with that content filtering option, you can add in either your own content filter that what you have to do. Like when your content has to be of these are some things that what you can do on. And when your prompt has to be handled, then you would be setting it as if your level is kind of like medium, and if it does not set you up with like say in case if it's been set to low, then only the safe content will be allowed. Even if it's kind of a low content, it would not be allowing in. And if it's set to medium, then your low contents will be coming up, and the medium and high will be blocked. And if it's a high, low and medium would be allowed, and high would be blocked. So this is the way that what you can decide on, and from there you can click on next, and your content will be then enabled, or what you want to interact on, you would be selecting here, and from there the content safety would get enabled on. Like can you see here prompts or completions, either it can be of GPT 4 turbo with version, or either it can be of prompts that what you try to give on. It's applicable for everything that what we have over there. And when it's been done, you can add in the policy that what you want to add on here. Like I was telling you over there, right? Like the keyword that what you want to add on will get added here, and once that's done, then you will be getting the policy being added, and from there you can have the block list being done, and from there you can use on. It's an optional one, you don't have to use if you don't have anything to be added. And once that's done, you can click on next, and you will be creating the one over there. I have already created a content filter, and I just want to use it on. So when you want to use on, what you would be doing is um, like you have the edit content filter option, right? So say in case we are going up to the last stage, and we would try to get on over there. Yeah, we have everything been added, and we would be updating the content over there. And when it's been updated, then it's like you can go ahead and use that. Yeah. So this is where you would be adding in the content filter, and then when you want to add on like the block list, then you would be coming here and block list would you would be creating, and you would be using that, and you would be getting the content filtration and everything being added there. So once you, I mean, now that you have created the filter and everything, right? So as a next step, you want to use the same inside the you want to now test it. So what we would be doing is very simple. Again, let's go back to the content safety, wherein we would be testing the same. Okay. Okay, to test on, what we can do is when you have now added everything and you want to use on with the different kind of things that what you have on mind. So when we want to test the same, then you have the testing model being available over here as well. Like um, Yeah. So this is something that what we can do on, and this ensures that when you have the um, text, or when you want something to be added over there, then if your changes are being applied here, then it would be like using the responses of content filtration, and it would be giving you the response based on that. Like when you want to have the completions being added, then you would be typing in over here, and that would get created, and you can still go ahead and use that. Or when you want the DALI to be in place, then what you would be doing is like you would be checking on with the content filtration. Like how should we you add the content filtration is like when you add in over there, then it ensures that it would be adding in as a whole, and it would be prompting you for the deployments that what it can happen on. Like you should have, when you want to test on DALI, then you should have a deployment for deployment for the same, which should be done here. And once that's been done, then you can go ahead and use that. So this is all about the content filtration, and there are different kind of the things that what it tries to do on. Like it would be prompting you with the own um, uh, I mean, with the documentation part as well, wherein you have different kind of the different things which are being added, and from there we can go ahead and use it. So yeah, this is all about the content filtration that what we can do, and yeah, again going back to this part wherein the AI services has to be used, and there are different kind of the content which, I mean, there are different kind of things which are available. And when you want to manage some content, then you can still go ahead and use the content moderator option which has been available here, or you can also have the content safety which has been added over there. So these all are of different things that what you can try to do on, and from there we can get the services which are available for us. So one thing to note on is like when you want to have the content safety being done, then what you can have is like you would be having the keys which are being available to you, and when you click on manage keys, you would be having two keys which would be given to you, and you can change that whenever the key is kind of like not working. So that ensures that it provides a safety for you, and you can change in the content safety. I mean, you can have in the content being safe, which is like you can have n number of keys being generated whenever it's kind of like exposed, so it ensures your data inside it is kept safe, and it's been loaded safe. Yeah. This is all about the content safety that what we have on over here, and like just a second. Yeah, here you can see, right, like you can either deploy it to any of the model that what you have on here. So this is where I was talking about, like you can either add on to different kind of the filter which are there and try to deploy on whatever the things that what you try to get on. So when you have added that, it would be like it would be the similar thing that what we try to have. And when you again go back here, and when that's been updated, then you would be getting the things here, like let it get finished on. Yeah. It's the similar version that's been available for us. And when that's been there, what you can add in here is like you can have in the safety system messages, which are like the existing one that what you want to add on, like the ungrounded content or copyright infringements that are which are available for it, or when you want to have the manipulation being done with that, then all those different kind of things that what you want to have on uh, will be like avoided here. Like it tries to put up the system message with the help of the thing that what we try to do on, like um uh, it would be creating everything for us, like you have to generate the content which is not harmful, either it can be of physically or emotionally, anything of that sort. Like when I go and question it, like how can I commit suicide, it would be trying to block it, or how can I kill myself. this is a negative message, right? So it would try to block on over there. And when you see on over here, you can see that the prompt was filtered due to triggering content filtering system. So this is something that which has been um, uh, which has been handled as self harm. So it should not be harming you, or it should not be harming others. So it ensures that you should not be sending any kind of messages of that sort. And with that you can have the things over there. So we have tested the harmful content now, and that we should be testing the fabrication things. Like when you want to test on like copyright things, when you put it over when you take it from something from the net or AI generated content, and when you try to paste it over here, and when you want to get it like modify this or something of that sort, when you want to make it your own, then it tries to block that. I don't have enough examples for the same, but I can try up with some examples that what I do on here. Just a second. Okay. And can someone tell anything to test on so that it can be of like interactive one? I don't want to test on my own or make it a single thing. Do you want to test something? Okay. If not, I would take this up as like I would test up another question of myself. Like um, how can a girl get harassed? So this is something that what we try to ask on over there. And it's like when you see on over here, it tries to answer in an ethical way. Like it's a ethical standard. It's not the ethical standard that I should get response on. Or so it tries to filter on based on the capabilities that what it can do on. And it's the similar thing that what it would be trying to do on when you have under the DALI as well. And since I haven't deployed under the DALI is not, I mean, DALI will not get the images being generated for it as well. But it's the similar kind of thing that what you can do on over there as well. And when you want to, when you given a prompt saying that, uh, when you've given a prompt saying that when you should be killing a girl, kind of uh, kind of prompts that what you try to give on over there, it tries to filter, and it would be saying that due to some reasons I would not be generating the content is that it would try to give on. So this is all about the content filter that what we have on. And when you want to test it, it's the similar way that what you would be adding in. Like you would be you would be giving on over here, and it should be returning you back with the result of it. When you click on text or image, then that would be trying to get you generated. This is all about the content generation, and when you want to add in the different kind of the message as well, then you can still go ahead and give it over there, and from there it would try to give you back with the result of it. So, do you have any questions or something that what we can try to discuss on? Hope it was a clear session, and I hope it made sense for you guys, and it was clear that how you can use the prompts and everything here. It would be great if there are any questions, or if not, thanks for joining today's session, and it was great meeting you all today. Thanks for hosting me, Surek.
Thank you, Bhagavi, for joining as well. I think there is no more questions.
Okay.
Yes, that's that for today. Okay, thank you everyone for joining as well, and thank you again, Bhagavi, for taking the time to be joining us.
Okay.
I
There
think there is
was a
one question.
question. It was asking the designer to create hyper realistic image of the world is getting destroyed by the atom bomb, and it's just filtered. It's a kind of content safety. Yes, it's a kind of content safety. And when you want, like, uh, a basic content filter will be added in all the like, since it's a AI service which has been available, the basic content safety which would be added in all the services which are there, and when you want to enhance it, then you would be going and using this. Like, say in case, like when you want to put that something outside to the user and want to generate it, it should not be harming others, or it should not be creating something out of it, right? So that's where the content safety plays a major role on. Hope it answered your question. Okay. If there are any more question that what you have, I am okay with pinging me in LinkedIn. You can get in touch with me post the session as well, and I would be happy to take up your questions there.
Okay, great. I think that's it for the day. Thank you everyone for joining on Saturday, and also thank you, Bhagavi, for joining and taking the time to share your knowledge here. And yeah, thank everybody and have a great weekend.
Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Surat.